The following is a delayed live special presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 24th day of November, 2025. And I don't know why I'm not getting, hold on one sec. Why are we lagging over here? We shouldn't be lagging anywhere. Well, welcome to the program for this 24th day of November. What do you mean duplicate stream keys? One second. That's better. All right. Once again, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 24th day of November, 2025. And after a couple spits and starts of building construction, pharmacies coming, people coming to visit, we get to finish the game that we started a few days ago between the 93-94 Knicks and the 69-70 New York Knicks in the New York game. There was one play I got so far as to have everything up and had to run a play when I had to postpone on Friday. So there was, I believe, 2 more points for the 69-70 Knicks. They lead this 49-40. 49-42 with 3 seconds to go in the first half. The Red Holtzman Knicks are doing quite well with this. Not surprised it's kind of a sluggish type game because the modern Knicks or the 93-94 Knicks just aren't going to run the floor at all. And so if you had told me that, however, that I was trying to get my bearings back here, that the Red Holtzman Knicks would be up 7 with Willis Reed in foul trouble and Dave DeBusschere with 3 fouls, I'd have thought you were nuts. So it's the second half of this, 49-42. We'll go through all the stats and stuff in a moment, next on Retro Sports Network. Because I'm discombobulated. Retro Sports Network presents a special presentation. It is Strat Basketball 1993-94. It's Pat Riley and Patrick Ewing's New York Knicks taking on Red Holtzman's 69-70 champion New York Knicks. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. They just had their most listened to show ever, Black Friday sales. So go listen to that to find out what you can get for Black Friday. Dave, Vinny, and Joe did all that for you at DigitalDice.com. So from the greatest arena in the world, we come back to, let's see, get our bearings here. And they will get one more playoff. Ewing turns it over, and that is the half. So at the half, it is the Red Holtzman Knicks 49, the Patrick Ewing, Pat Riley Knicks 42, and the more modern Knicks are shooting a whopping 37% from the floor, 15 for 41. They have 23 rebounds. Leading scorer, John Starks, 11 points. Ewing is 10. Ewing has 5 turnovers. My goodness. Leading rebounder, there's 3 with 5. Ewing, Charles Oakley, and Anthony Bonner have 5 rebounds apiece. And John Starks, 3 assists, and Greg Anthony off the bench with 5 assists in total. For the senior Knicks, it will be Walt Frazier, who needs to sit because he's played way too long. How you doing, Curtis? He had played 21 minutes, shouldn't be playing that much. 8 points, leading scorer for the older Knickerbockers with 8, and Stallworth has 7 for the Knicks. Leading rebounder, Walt Frazier with 7. He just kind of poured it on when Willis Reed and DeBusschere got into foul trouble. And leading assist, Walt Frazier with 5. So, second quarter scoring, 26 for the older Knicks to 20. And I was right. The Ewing Riley Knicks do not have any fast break points. The older Knicks have 10. So it's Holtzman's Knicks who are the home team, but we're playing with 93-94 rules, if that makes any sense. Both teams have had the lead. His team is led by 9, and Riley's team is led as much as 5. So with all that, let's see. I think Oakley will come in. So starting 5 on the floor. No, Anthony Mason, I believe. For the Knicks, for the 93-94 Knicks. Nope, it's not. Derek Harper. In for Greg Anthony. So it's Derek Harper and John Starks in the backcourt, Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley, the forwards, and Patrick Ewing is the center. For the 69-70 variety, let me get my subs back in. Walt Frazier and Dick Barnett, the guards. Bill Bradley and Dave DeBusschere are the forwards, and Willis Reed is the center. They're not going to leave Ewing open, are they? And so here we go. The older Knicks have it. Reed will get the first shot. Give and go with Frazier. Reed has only 4 points and 4 rebounds in the first half over Ewing, and nope, Ewing did enough. That is no good. Rebound Ewing, and 93-94 walks it up. Starks, they'll pass it around Oakley, guarded by DeBusschere. Oakley, he will go to, kicks it out to Starks, who takes a 17-foot jumper over Dick Barnett. That's good. 49-44, Holtzman's Knicks up 5. DeBusschere will take the shot over Oakley. DeBusschere, just 2 points and 2 boards in 10 minutes. DeBusschere over Oakley. Nope. Good D from both teams. Rebound is controlled by Oakley. And again, 93-94, don't fast break. Harper delivers it to Mason. Anthony Mason will penetrate over Bradley, and someone got a hand out. Willis Reed blocks it. Rebound controlled by Mason. Second by the cherry from Mason over Bradley, and he makes the shot. Should be Bonner, not Mason, and we'll change that the next time. So the 93-94, the underdogs here, cut the lead to 3. 49-46. Holtzman's Knicks up 3. Frazier. All sorts of shooters. Pick and roll with Willis Reed. Reed over Ewing. Yes! 51-46. Knicks up by 5 over the Knicks. Derek Harper walks it up. He's not had a good game. He's had 2 fouls and a dish. He will feed Ewing. Ewing trying to draw that 4th foul on Willis Reed. Won't do it. He misses it. It wasn't open. Rebound Reed. And the Holtzman Knicks walk it up. Barnett over to Bradley. Back over to Frazier, and Bradley threw it away. So 51-46, the score. DeBusschere with a steal from Oakley. They're going to run the break. Give and go. Frazier back to DeBusschere. Reaches up for the layup. No. Again, shooting has not been a strong point for either one of these teams so far. 5-point game. Rebound Ewing. And 93-94 walks it up. Oakley is going to be open. He's guarded by Frazier. What's Oakley going to do? Oakley, baseline left over Frazier, and he's fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2. David, how are you? So Dick Barnett commits the foul, and Oakley, who has 4 points and 6 boards in this one, will try to make this a 3-point game again. Hits the first. 51-47. It's the closest that the Riley Knicks have been in a while. Second free throw is good. Hit them both. So 51-48. Holtzman's Knicks lead Riley's Knicks by 3. Reed to Bradley. Bradley will take an outside shot over Anthony Mason. Bradley can't hit it. That O on that 7 means that it would have been good if it was open, but he's not. Rebound controlled by Ewing. That's his 8th. And again, the Knicks slow it down. They'll walk it up. Oakley will take an inside shot. Give and go with Derek Harper. Oakley. DeBusschere and company have held him to 1-6 for 6 from the floor. Oakley shoots. DeBusschere gives that one up, and it's a 1-point game. 51-50. 9:08 to go in the third. DeBusschere, guarded by Oakley. DeBusschere's going to pass. Kicks it out to Barnett. Barnett takes a long jumper over Starks, and he's fouled. Anthony Mason commits the foul, and the 69-70 Knickerbockers go to the line for 2. I'm assuming that you gentlemen are probably more familiar with the older version of the Knicks than the newer version. Am I right or no? So Mason comes out. Bonner comes in. Don't think we have any other problem with minutes. And for the other Knicks, Reardon in for Clyde. And I think we're fine. Everything else is fine. So Barnett to the line for 2. I would be correct for Curtis. Yeah, David, 80s and 90s for me. So I'm much more familiar with the Patrick Ewing Knicks. But I was telling the story the other day. Barnett's first shot, that's not the story I was telling, makes it. And it's 52-50. I had a game called Avalon Hill NBA, which I played on the Tandy, an IBM PC clone back in the late 80s. And one of the 20 teams that was on that disc was the 69-70 New York Knicks. And they were a lot of fun to play because they play very much as a team. Barnett's second is good. Hit them both, 53-50. Holtzman's Knicks up. 3-pointers are active in this game. Oh, yeah, the Magic Bird Jordan Bad Boys. Yep, great basketball for sure. Riley's Knicks walk it up. Harper gets a nice pass from Oakley. Harper hasn't made anything. Will take the open shot over Reardon and make it. He's finally on the scoreboard. 53-52, 8:42 to go in the third. DeBusschere, guarded by Oakley, will make the pass. He'll feed Reed over Ewing, trying to draw that foul. Willis, no! Ewing has played great defense in this one. And the rebound is controlled by Reardon. Second bite of the cherry. Inside goes Reardon over Harper, no! Off the glass and no. Out of bounds, 93-94 Knicks. Bonner from Ewing. Bonner plays inside. That's not right, but David was a Lou Alcindor when he was a kid, so $71. Okay, that makes sense. I went to school with a kid that was born in Milwaukee and had a 1970 Milwaukee Bucks t-shirt as a kid. Some great videos. The first time that Kareem played against Wilt on YouTube, or Alcindor played against Wilt. Bonner over Bradley. No. Passes it back out. 8 on the 24. Bonner to Oakley. Stolen by DeBusschere. And Holtzman's Knicks walk it up. Starks will foul Barnett. That's John's third. We'll leave him in. 4 is the magic number now. 8:05 to go. In a tight defensive game. 53-52. Holtzman's Knicks up 1. And if you really want to feel old, David, you could find the old ABC theme song for their 70s basketball. Time out for the NBA Game of the Week. Sung just about that well, too. Knicks inbound it. It'll be Reardon over to DeBusschere. DeBusschere will have it to Bradley. And DeBusschere is going to take a three. I'm not sure how they figured this out, but we're playing with those rules, so he can take a three. He can make it, and he does! DeBusschere makes a three! Yes! And Red Holtzman passes out on the sideline. 56-52. The score, 70 up by 4. Harper to Ewing. Ewing outside. Baseline over Reed. No. Clanks it. Rebound Ewing. Second by the cherry over Reed. And he gets a foul called on. Contact is made. Now let's see who they call this on. Ewing will go the line for 2. Yeah, Curtis, it's not. I didn't say I could sing. You have a large, or David has a large playlist of old 70s and 80s games. Yep. Oh, Willis didn't commit the foul. He backed away, and Ewing got the easy 2. So Willis did not want to pick up his 4th and go sit. So Ewing instead thought he drew the foul, but since Reed is playing safe and you can do that, you can have your players back away if they're in foul trouble, and Ewing just slammed it home. 56-54. Reardon to Bradley. Bradley will penetrate. Drill drive on Bonner, and nope. Bonner does enough. Rebound controlled by Barnett. Barnett in the paint. Tips it back up over Starks. No. Ball is loose. Rebound controlled by Reed. Reed, again, wants to slam this over Ewing. Nope. Can't get it. 3 shots all missed. Ewing. And finally, they're going to do a fast break. Harper to Starks. Starks is stunned that he can run over Reardon and slams it home the other way. We are tied at 56. A stunner here at the Garden. Reed guarded by Ewing. He'll pass. Kicks it out to Barnett. Barnett wants the outside shot over Starks and makes it. 58-56. Red Holtzman's Knicks by 2. 7:02 to go, third quarter. 93-94 walks it up. Starks, guarded by Barnett, will feed Ewing. Ewing at the top of the key. Over Reed. And can't make that one. Reed does enough. Clanks off the side of the rim. Rebound Reed. And they'll slow it down and walk it up. Bradley looks to pass. Feeds Reed inside. They keep trying to draw that foul on Ewing. Reed 2 for 7 on inside shots over Ewing. No. No good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds. 93-94 Knicks. Bonner, guarded by Bradley, and Bradley commits the foul. That's his first and the second. Both teams have 2 on him. 58-56, almost halfway through the third. Hope you're enjoying this. Tomorrow, go Ewing. I figured you might be rooting there. Happy belated birthday to you. Tomorrow on this very channel at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, the Turkey Bowl. All right, you're on a road trip. All right, well, good to see you, Curtis. If we don't talk to you before then, happy Thanksgiving. We got a couple requests, but I like one of them better. Turkey, obviously, teams that stink, and we're not going to do the $76 because they really were a first-year team. They weren't expected to be good. However, from Ford Field, I think it's Ford Field, it'll be the 2016 Cleveland Browns against the 2008 Detroit Lions. Somebody's going to win a game. We'll find out who tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. 93-94 inbounds. Harper, guarded by Reardon, and Reardon commits the foul. That's his first and the team's third. Go Party Lions. Thank you. You got a couple days for that. Not sure when I'll be able to get back on again, but thank you so much. 54 on Wednesday. That's not the time. It might be actually 54, the temperature here on Wednesday. All right, 93-94 to inbound again. It'll be Ewing. Ewing trying to find a shooter. Finds Starks. Starks will take the jumper from foul line left, and it is rolls in. We are tied at 58. Under 6 to go. Reed, guarded by Starks. What's Reed going to do? Baseline left over Starks. No. Good team defense. Rebound controlled by Reed. This time in the paint. Tries to slap it down over Ewing. And no! Reed has just not had a good game. Not been his night. Oakley with the rebound. And 93-94 will walk it up. Oakley. Guarded by DeBuscher. And DeBuscher commits his fourth. And he will go sit. 44 in Nashville, huh? That, how you doing, Sean? That Lions team, I think, should beat Cleveland. They're both bad. They're both absolutely terrible. But I think Cleveland is some kind of terrible. All right, we want to rest some players here. So Smith or Williams in for Ewing. We'll put Smith in for Oakley. And Anthony in for Harper. For Reds Knickerbockers, we'll put Frazier back in. Actually, what we'll do is we'll swap Barnett and Reardon. So Frazier in for Reardon. Cassie Russell will come in for Bill Bradley. And Stallworth in for DeBuscher. So for the Holtzman 69-70 Knicks, it's Frazier and Reardon in the backcourt, Cassie Russell and Stallworth the forwards, and Willis Reed remains in at center. For the 93-94 Knicks, Anthony and Starks in the backcourt, Bonner and the other Smith, Charles Smith the forwards, and Williams spells Ewing. It'll be Bonner. Inside-outside Bonner from Anthony, and Bonner will take the inside shot. So I'm just under 3 years older. Yeah, you just turned 51, right? Sean says there are the Knicks that I loved. I used to watch them. Yep, on WFAN, absolutely. They came within a hair's breadth of winning the NBA championship, and the 69-70 Knicks did win the NBA championship. Bonner over Russell, and Bonner will pass it back out. Anthony doesn't take a lot of shots. He does have 5 points. How old are you, Mr. Cathy? Passes it out. 7 on the 24. Starks. From Anthony back to Starks. Starks for a 3. 3 on the 24. Starks, nope. Clanks it. Rebound controlled by Dave Stallworth. Not Dante run, it's Dave. And 69-70 run the floor. Frazier over to Cassie Russell, and Walt throws it away. Bonner to Anthony. Anthony will, we do have threes. We're playing 93-94 rules here. Anthony over Frazier. No. Outside shot won't go. Rebound, Willis Reed. And Holtzman's Knicks will walk it up. 4:47 to go in the third. Cassie Russell will have an open shot. Reardon and Russell give and go. Russell will take the jumper, foul line right, and make it. So the 69-70 team up 60-58. 4:35 to go. Greg Anthony. He's going to take a shot. Give and go to Smith. Anthony. Outside, foul line, right, over Frazier. No. Rebound controlled by Willis Reed. That is 10 for Reed. He's done his job defensively. Hadn't been all that great on the offense. Half court for Holtzman's Knicks. Frazier can't find an open shooter. They set it up. Stallworth will take the shot. Stallworth. Give and go with Reardon. Stallworth in the paint. Davis 7 over Charles Smith. Blocked. A rare block in this one. Rebound Anthony Bonner. And now the 93-94 Knicks are going to run it. Anthony goes coast to coast. Anthony over Reardon, lays it up. No! Reardon got enough of Anthony not to commit the foul and to miss the shot. Rebound controlled by Willis Reed. Tight defensive game. They're not that old. If Charles Smith would just have dunked that ball in the 93 playoffs. Oops. Did you have NBA Jam? Boom shakalaka. 69-70, walk it up. Russell guarded by Bonner, and Anthony commits the foul. 3 team fouls for Riley's Knicks, and 4 team fouls for Red Holtzman's Knicks. Not time yet to sub in some players. Holtzman's Knicks inbound. Frazier. Frazier's going to take the shot. He's got 8. He's got a good chance for a triple-double here. Outside shot from Frazier. 20-footer. No. Won't go. Rebound Charles Smith. And those 2 fast breaks that the 93-94 Knicks have run have been too many as far as Pat Riley is concerned. Starks over to Smith on a beautiful shot. What a pass from Starks. 60 up, 60-60 the score. 3 to go. Cazzie Russell is open. Charles Smith with a switch. Cazzie will go inside over Smith and make it. Russell now has 10. 62-60. 70 Knicks. Bonner shouldn't be on the floor to shoot. Smith kicks it out to Bonner in the paint over Russell and is fouled. I'm assuming that's going to be on Cazzie Russell, but that's on the team card. Cazzie does not have a foul yet. It is on Cazzie Russell, and I got to leave him in the game. So we're going to make some subs as we go under 3 minutes. Hubert Davis will come in for Starks. Anthony will stay. Oakley and Ewing come back in for the 70 Knicks. I want to pull Walt one more time. So Warren and Reardon. Russell. Do I dare bring DeBusschere back in? I might bring in Bradley. Bradley goes and plays the power forward, and Reed will stay in. So bottom of the line for 2. Pesky Poll had tickets to Game 7 in the 93 Eastern Conference Finals at the Garden. Unfortunately, never got there. Knicks were up 2-0 and lost 4 straight. You loved Hubert Davis, okay? Oh, NBA action. Was that the EA game? I had the Genesis because I could play it. And it had like the diagonal court. I bet you're right. I bet you're absolutely. It was NBA action. But NBA Jam was the jam. Bonner to the line. Misses the first. 62-60. 69-70 Knicks up 2. And again, if you want to see more basketball, Strat basketball on the channel, we'll figure out a way to do that, but you got to ask for it. Bonner's second shot makes it. 62-61, the lead is 1, 2:51 to go in the third. Reed gets a beautiful pass from Cazzie Russell. Reed is open over Ewing, and Reed Rolls in. Oh, that was out and rolled back in. 8 for Willis, and it's a 3-point game. Ewing has to pass it to Bonner. Oh, dear Lord. Covered by Bradley, so Bonner can do what he wants. Bonner moves inside the paint over Bradley and will pass up the open shot with 5 on the 24. That's not good. Be a quick shot here. Bonner, again, he's going to have to take it. John Warren with the defense. Bonner's got to chuck it up. From outside, takes the shot, doesn't get it. Clanks one off the rim, rebound Reed. 2:15 to go. 3-point lead for Holtzman's Knicks. Reardon gets a kick out from Reed. Reardon, do I dare take a three? No. Outside shot from Reardon. Jumper over Davis, no. Rebound control by Bonner. And again, the 93-94 Knicks in no hurry. Oakley will get the shot, give and go from Ewing. Oakley, this time it's over Bradley, and can't make it. It would have been if it was open, but not this time. Ball is loose, controlled by John Warren. And the 69-70 Knicks up 3. Bradley guarded by Oakley, and Oakley commits the foul. That's his first, but only the 4th. Well, now everybody's in the bonus on the next foul anyway. So 69-70 to inbound. Again, tight defensive game. I think it was 49-42 at the half. Mike says I should say that my dad had tickets. They were in high school. He was taking me, though. He did a lot of work with Price Waterhouse. Ooh, yes. And they would give him Knicks tickets and Big East tourney. Oh, I was so in love with the Big East in that era. Big East and ACC. While you're here, have you heard a date on when the pro version of Above the Rim is coming out, since you're my pusher when it comes to that? It'll be Reardon over to Cassie Russell, who's got an open shot. Cassie in the paint over Bonner. No. Again, these two teams are not putting on a shooting clinic here this evening. Bonner with a rebound, and we'll walk it up. Hubert Davis, guarded by Reardon, and Reardon commits the foul. That's his second, and Davis, who has no stat line outside of 8 minutes on the floor, goes to the line for 2 and can make this a 1-point game. Davis hits the first. 64-62. One possession game. Davis with a second. No. Clanks it. Rebound control by John Warren. 69-70 has the ball. Bradley will pass it. Someone's got an open shot. Mike, give and go with Reardon. Bradley. Outside jumper from 13. Yes! It's a 4-point lead. 66-62. Oakley fires to Bonner. Bonner on a dribble drive over Cassie Russell. Makes it! I think he's as stunned as everybody else. 66-64. The older team up by a bucket. Reardon going to take the shot. Reardon going to dribble drive over Hubert Davis and lays it up and in. 68-64. Last minute of the third quarter. 33 seconds to go. Greg Anthony calls his plays, fouled by John Warren. And Anthony, who has 5 assists in 16 minutes, looking for his first points of the night. There is supposed to be a pro version, Dave. Pesky has not heard of a date or what seasons, just that it's happening. You're having a blast with your 87 NCAA tournament replay. That was the year. My best friend from high school was a huge Syracuse fan. Absolutely huge. And neither one of us liked Steve Alford or Keith Smart. Just saying. Anthony's first is in. So he's finally on the score sheet. 68-65 the score. Holtzman's Knicks now up 3. Anthony bends the knees, flips the wrist, hits the second. It's a 1-bucket game. 68-66 WNBC or WFAN. depending on how old you are. 32 seconds to go. Holtzman calls a play. Reed going to be open now. Hubert Davis is stuck covering him. Willis goes inside over the guard and easily slams it home. Reed just glares. 70-66. 22 to go in the third quarter. Anthony tries to find a shooter. Does find Patrick Ewing. Ewing spins around the paint over Willis Reed. Nope. He does enough. Last seconds, John Warren with the rebound. They have time to get something quick off here. Bradley to Reed. Open is Willis Reed. Bradley, a good pass. Reed over Ewing. No. Rebound batted around. Controlled by John Warren. Warren tips it back up. 2 seconds to go. Makes the basket. 72-66. And that will do. We have played 3 quarters here at the greatest arena in the world. And this one has been nip and tuck. It is the 69-70 New York Knickerbockers 72. The 93-94 New York Knicks 66. We'll have the fourth quarter right after this. And so a reminder for those of you who might be getting a concession from the good folks at Fordham to get your Dodger dogs and get ready for the fourth quarter. And now, let's see, Starks, your leading scorer for the 93-94 Knicks, he is 17. Ewing is 10 rebounds. He leads them. And Greg Anthony has 5 assists. The newer version of the Knicks only shooting 39% from the floor. They did get 24 points in the third quarter. But they are 1 for 5 from 3, but they've made 17 to 20 from the line. Let's see. Anything else that kind of strikes me out? Bonner has 8 rebounds, which is pretty good. And he's 3 for 4 from the floor with all those passes on his card. For the other Knicks, for the Knickerbockers, 30-74, 41% from the floor. Actually, the newer Knicks outscored them 24-23. Only 2 scorers in double digits, Cassie Russell and Willis Reed with 10. Willis Reed has 12 boards. Walt Frazier with 6 assists. And we'll bring in DeBusschere, who's been in foul trouble with 4. Fast break points, 10-2 in favor of the older Knicks. Second chance, 13-4 in older Knicks. And in the paint, 28-14 in favor of the older Knicks. Let's see. We will put in John Starks and Charles Smith. For the Holtzman Knicks, Frazier, Barnett, and DeBusschere can. So we've swapped all those. And we get set to go. The other thing about Ewing I liked at Georgetown was the fact that he didn't show off his armpit hair. He always wore the T-shirts. I like that. Oh, and then Michael's high school teammate John Wallace went to Syracuse and got confusing as who to root for. You just went south and rooted for Clemson. Oh, wait, South Carolina. I'm sorry. I get the two confused. Modern Knicks get it first. Oakley guarded by DeBusschere, and DeBusschere with a steal. Frazier to DeBusschere on the break. No. Don't pick up your fifth that way. Rebound Oakley. And the newer team will lock it up. Ewing out to Greg Anthony. Foul line right. Jumper from 17. And he'll pass it back out again. Now Smith to Oakley. Oakley into paint. Trying to draw that foul on DeBusschere. DeBusschere playing safe. So this should be a basket. No, he's fouled by Willis Reed, and that's Willis Reed's fourth. Willis just kind of looks at the official. Wouldn't you know it? It's Dave Gardner, who's somehow watching a hockey game. I'm not sure why Dave is the ref tonight, but what the hey. So Oakley to the line for 2. 8 points, 8 boards in 28 minutes. It's a 6-point lead for the 69-70 Knicks, and Oakley hits the first. So now a 5-point game. Oakley hits this. He's in double digits. Nope. Clangs it. Rebound control by Willis Reed. He's got 13 now. He's got a double-double. Bradley will be open. Oakley covering Bradley, and Bill will dribble drive on Oakley and make it. Lays it off the glass and in. 74-67. Older team ahead. Charles Smith. A little more offense than Bonner. Has the ball. He'll try to pass it out. Kicks it back out to Starks. Starks penetrates in the lane over Dick Barnett. No. Rebound Oakley. Oakley with a tip. Back up over to Busher. And that is trying to get Reed to block it, but Oakley with the basket, so it's a 5-point game. Frazier taking his time. 10:45 to go. I'm getting harassed. You're taking the boys to Clemson in South Carolina. That should be fun. Those are always fun, the big rivalry games. Frazier wants to find DeBusschere, who's only got 5 points. DeBusschere only 1 for 5 inside over Oakley and makes it. And I think we're getting some separation here now that the starting 5 are on the floor. 76-69, Older Knicks up 7. Ewing, open, Anthony, good pass. Finds Ewing. Ewing spins over Reed, and no. Willis Reed has it. Takes his time, throws an elbow, and the Knicks will set up. Frazier over to Reed. Ewing forces a pass. Kicks it over to Bradley. Bradley. Baseline right. Penetrates in the zone. Yes! And all of a sudden, the Older Knicks have found their shooting legs here. And lead at 78-69. 10:08 to go. Anthony finds Charles Smith. Smith is open. Outside jumper for Charles Smith. That won't go. Rebound Frazier. And Walt lifts a finger up, calls the play. They slow it down. Barnett, guarded by Starks. Barnett will feed Reed. Reed in the paint. Spins over Ewing. Shoots. Yes! 80-69. All of a sudden, the Holtzman Knicks are starting to run away with us. This game was nip and tuck for 3 quarters, and over the last 2 minutes, it's kind of gotten away from the modern Knicks. Ewing tries to stuff one over Reed from Oakland. Blocked by Reed! Willis got the block. Rebound to DeBusschere. They got numbers the other way. Barnett to Frazier, and they throw it away. That's big. Anthony kicks it to Ewing. Pick and roll. Back out to Anthony. They'll take the 3. They won't make it. Rebound Frazier. Knicks run it the other way. Frazier to Barnett. Stolen by Starks. Good defense for the modern Knicks. Anthony calls his play. Gets it over to Starks. Starks with a dribble drive over Dick Barnett. Did they do enough to put him off? Yes, they did. Rebound Reed. Good pressure. They go the other way in a fast break. DeBusschere will take the shot and can't make the shot. I guess we aren't going to do any more fast breaks with this team. My word. Rebound controlled by John Starks. 80-69, 8:39 to go. Fourth quarter. Here at the Garden. Smith to Anthony. Back to Smith. What is Charles Smith going to do? Smith trying to draw the foul over Bradley. Goes inside. Can't get the shot. Batted around. Rebound Bradley. Bradley, that's his first board of the game. With 8:21 to go. 69-70 Knicks. Barnett guarded by Starks. Barnett tries to find an open shooter. Gets it back to Frazier. Frazier will penetrate in the lane over Anthony and gets fouled with 8:08 to go. So Clyde glides in, draws the foul on Anthony, and goes to the line for two. Scotty, how are you? All right. Thanks for coming in. So remember, tomorrow, the 2008 Detroit Lions host the 2016 Cleveland Browns. We're going to use Pro Strategy Football for that, in what really should be a turkey of a bowl. We want to make some subs here. Harper back in. We'll put Mason in. Leave Oakley and Ewing for now. For the other Knicks, I think we're fine. Frazier, his first to two. Nope, can't get there. So Scotty and I were talking about Western Washington's women's soccer program losing, what, in overtime? In the rain. UVM soccer, the men were number 1 in the country this year. They played Hofstra up here on the hill and lost their first round game in overtime. Can you believe that? Their season's done. Don't forget this to tip your waiters and waitresses. I'm here all the week. Are you calling me a piece of veal? Is that what you're doing? Second shot for Frazier. No, he missed them both. There is life left for the Knicks as Oakley gets the rebound. 8 to go. Ewing over to Starks. Nope, bad pass. Ewing threw it away. Bradley. Starks will cover Bradley. What is Bill going to do? Bill won't take the three. He'll take the outside jumper and make it. 82-69. Holtzman's team is up big. 13. Derek Harper tries to find a shooter. Going to go Ewing foul line. Ewing spins one out over to Busher and makes it. 82-71. Holtzman up 11. Ewing now is 14 in the ball game. Bradley will dribble drive over Anthony Mason and makes it. Oh, he changed hands and laid it off the glass and in. 84-71. Older Knicks up 13. Mason tries to find a shooter. Kicks it over to Starks. Cross-court pass. Starks for three. No. Clanks it. Rebound Barnett. 69-70 going to try to run. Frazier to Barnett. Barnett actually will take the shot. Barnett in the paint. Off the glass and in. This one got over in a hurry. My word. 86-71. So I think Bartlow will be happy with how this one turned out. 6:49 to go. 93-94. Knicks need something right now. Starks over to Harper. Open for the jumper. Harper over Frazier. That won't go. This Knicks defense for 69-70 is tough. Volleyball team is dancing for Western Washington. They are the 6th seed in the D2 tournament. You played Frisbee, right? I'm not being a smartass here. I mean, rebound controlled by Dick Barnett. And no, they will not fast break. Reed Guarded by Ewing. Reed has to pass it. Back out to Frazier. Frazier says, I want to take a three. Frazier going to jump for the three. He'll pass it out. He thought about it. Now feeds Reed. Automatic shot. That's good. Give and go in the pick and roll. 88-71. Frazier guarding Harper. Harper needs to find somebody. He'll try Ewing. Ewing. Top of the free throw line over to Busher. No. That won't go. Rebound. Controlled by Frazier. Just not the Knicks night. This got really just in fast. Bradley will have an outside shot. Give and go with DeBusschere. Bradley, 17-foot jumper over Mason. No. That won't go. Rebound to Busher. Second by the cherry for Dave, and that is in. 1-8, and he rolled a 6. 90-71. It's now a 19-point lead. All of you hippies at WWSC. 1450 Glens Falls. Nope. Sorry, that's not it. Washington West State College back then played Frisbee. Yeah, it's an ultimate club. I had a video pop up on my YouTube feed. Top 10 ultimate Frisbee plays of the year. I do watch a bunch of disc golf, by the way. 90-71. This one looking over. Oakley guarded by Reed. Oakley. Again, Ewing. Again, top of the key. Ewing over to Busher. No. They're getting spanked. Bradley. No hurry. DeBusschere feeds Reed. Willis backs down on Ewing. Willis spins around. Reed shoots. No. Rebound controlled by John Starks. And they will try the fast break. Harper to Starks. Starks goes coast to coast over Bradley and makes it. 90-73. 5:19 to go. Frazier calls his play. Over to Barnett. Back up to Frazier. And Walt will try the three. Will he take it? Yes. He won't make it, but he took it. Rebound to Anthony Mason. Knicks again. We'll do the fast break. 93-94. Starks again. He's taken two and he's made two. Starks is 19. Here's your leading scorer. Starks runs. No. Misses the little layup. Rebound Reed. 4:58 to go. Bradley to Frazier. Walt's open. Walt this time drives on Derek Harper. Can't make the basket. Ball loose on the floor. Controlled by Frazier. Second by the cherry for Walt. Double-double. Look chance here. No. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Frazier has 10 rebounds. 8 assists and 8 points. Ball is loose. Ewing has it. 4:45 to go in the basketball game. Harper to Starks. Starks drives it over Barnett. Barnett with a block. Rebound controlled by Walt Frazier. 69-70 off to the races. Frazier to Bradley for the layup. How about 20-point lead or 19-point lead? 4:11 to go. Ewing from Starks. Ewing just inside the free throw line. Makes it over to Busher. Wow. 92-75. It's a 17-point lead to Busher. 17 on the 24. To Frazier, who's got a good chance here for the double-double. Frazier drives over Harper. Nope. Clanks it. Rebound. Willis Reed. Second by the cherry for Reed over Ewing. Nope. Rebound is going to be out of bounds. 3:46 to go. And a backcourt violation. Oakley went over and back. Not your night. Ewing guards Reed. Reed. Again, they try to find Frazier. Frazier outside, 16-footer. Yes! He now needs the assist, and he'll have the double-double, or the triple-double. He's got 10 points, 12 boards, and 9 assists. Bart, I think you're going to be happy with this. This was pretty tight through 3, but Red Holtzman's Knicks have run away with it here in the fourth quarter. Mason over to Ewing. Ewing is open. Ewing spins around over to Busher. No. Rebound, Willis Reed. He has 18 boards. Frazier to Reed. Oakley covers Willis. Reed will work the baseline left side over Oakley. Makes it, and that's a triple-double for Walt Frazier. Clyde, nope, they're going to not give it to him. I thought that was going to be Clyde the Glide's 10th. Starks to Harper. Desperation time 3. No. Rebound, Frazier. And they'll walk it up. No need to hurry now. Frazier to Busher. Back to Bradley, to Busher. The Knicks you grew up with. Yep, they do play well together. And again, at the end here, they're all going to be right around double digits. And that's with DeBuscher sitting most of the third quarter with 4 fouls. DeBuscher over Oakley. No. Harper with a rebound. They will try to run it. Starks over to Harper. Stolen by Frazier. What a game for Walt Frazier. Barnett to DeBuscher. DeBuscher over Oakley. 2:12 to go. That won't go. Out of bounds. And the Knicks are going to call time here. Mason. Oh, not on an open shot. Mason gets past Bradley and won't take it. 2 minutes to go. Rebound controlled by Barnett. No one's going to foul. Bradley to Frazier. Walt is open. Walt in the paint over Harper, and he's fouled. So let's show you the box score. Again, this was, what, a 3-point game after 3? The Holtzman Knicks have outscored the Pat Riley Knicks 24-9 here in the fourth quarter. Bill Bradley has 10, Reed has 6, Frazier has 2, and 6 boards. And they're shooting 43%. And yep, DeBuscher hit a 3, and the Garden just went nuts. The modern Knicks, if you will, 30 years old, are only shooting 35%. What a defensive effort here. So Frazier will take some free throws. We're going to put some bench players in. So the bench will come in for the modern Knicks, or the Riley Knicks. Greg Anthony, Hubert Davis, the backcourt. Bonner and Smith, the front court. And Herb Williams just keeping the seat warm at center. Let's see. Do we want to make any changes here? Let's not. Only one that hasn't played is May. Kazi Russell, Mike Reard. I mean, Stallworth and Bowman in that first half just kept that team in it until they got their starters back. And Reed just dominated the board, 16 points, 18 boards. But Walt Frazier is going to be your digitalized player of the game. He needs an assist for a triple-double, which is pretty good for a point guard. Hits the first. 97.75, $1.49 to go. How you doing, Greg? The Willis Reed Walt Frazier combo would have been too much for the Ewing led Knicks. And again, for 3 quarters, it was when you guys said that, I believed you. But at one point, it was tied at 60. They have gone on a 37-15 run here. From the late third quarter, Frazier's second free throw is good. So 98-75, and the Riley Knicks have their bench in. Anthony, going to take a shot here? Yep. From Anthony. Outside jumper for Anthony is no good. Rebound Reed. 1:31 to go. No one's fouling. Bradley. Oh, he's going to be open. Bradley to Frazier. Back out to Bradley. Bradley better hit this. He's fouled by Bonner. By Charles Smith, rather. And Bradley wanted the basket. They wanted to get Frazier that triple-double. You're watching a basketball game. So if you want, let me know if you want to see more Strat basketball on the channel. And we'll figure out a way to do it. Bradley hits the first. 99-75 in a game that, wow, I'm stunned. 18 for Bill, and somehow he's their leading scorer. Dollar Bill. Hit them both. And a $100 bill goes to Frida Wilson of 38 Wappinger Falls Road in Poughkeepsie. She put her name in the WFAN $100 sweepstakes, and she had Bill Bradley as getting the 100th point for the 69-70 Knicks. If you want your chance to win $100 of Not Real Money, send your name and address on a postcard and send it to Not Real Contest, care of Not Real Contest, New York, 100-79999. And tell me who you think will get the 100th point, and if they do, you get the chance to win 100 not bucks. I'm absolutely stunned by how this ended up. Bonner to Davis, and Bonner will take an inside shot. Will he take it or will he pass it? He will. Oh, blocked by Willis Reed. Rebound, Willis Reed. Yeah, run the break. They will for this. Frazier to Bradley, stolen by Bonner. Bonner ruins the script. Bonner will take the shot. Inside over Bradley, and another miss. Rebound, Greg Anthony. Anthony with the tip. Makes it 107. I'm not going to press with 47 seconds to go. The crowd on its feet here. Frazier to Busher. To Busher will pass it to Reed. Reed over Herb Williams. That won't go. Rebound, Hubert Davis. 32 seconds to go. Williams back out to Davis. Davis for 3. No. Rebound to Busher. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go. Everyone's on their feet. A 23-point blowout. Bradley, they pass it around again. 10 seconds to go. Reed is fouled. Why would you foul here? With 9 seconds, Reed goes to the line. 16 points, 20 boards. For 2 shots. They are fun, aren't they? They would refer to Bradley sometimes as Dollar Bill. I got a request to do for Mark Unger. I got to buy the season. He wants a 73 Knicks, which I don't have in Strat. And he wants to do the 73 Knicks versus the 91 Bulls. He was playing till the end. He had them favorable. Yeah, they definitely covered. Reed makes the first. That is true. Play until you hear the horn. Reed misses the second. 101-77. Rebound Bonner. Let's see if we get a shot off here. Davis turns it over. And they want Frazier to inbound it and try to get someone the cheapy basket. I'm glad you like basketball. They do set it up. Frazier to Reed, over to DeBusschere. DeBusschere with one tick on the clock. Makes it! A buzzer beater and the final score. Red Holtzman's Knickerbockers, 103. Pat Riley's Knicks, 77. Earl of Pearl just had a birthday. Is this the new or old Madison Square Garden? The game, well, in 70, it would have been the Garden. It would have been the new Garden. So some stats and stories. I wish I could make this bigger, but I really can't. So, defensively, the 69-70 Knicks held the other Knicks to 34% from the floor. John Starks, 19 points. He's your leading scorer. Ewing had 11 rebounds. Oakley had 10 and 11 points. And Anthony and Starks had 5 assists. What a bad game for Derek Harper. Oh, my goodness. And Ewing turned it 17 turnovers. Ewing turned it over 6. And Oakley 4, as the Knicks were held to 11 points in the fourth quarter. Yep, March of 68. This would have been the short net version of the Garden. For the victorious Red Holtzman Knicks, they shot 43 and 99 for 43%. They won to 5 people in double digits. Dick Barnett had 9 and Mike Reardon off the bench at 8. They outscored them 31-11 in the fourth quarter. Bradley had 12 points. So we said, Walt Frazier, your digitalized player of the game, 12 points, 13 boards, and 9 assists. Willis Reed, 17 and 20. They had 61 rebounds as a team, 16 offensive boards. Fast break, 14-4. These are all favorite of the Knicks, of the Holtzman Knicks. Second chance, 15-8, 38-18 in the point, and the biggest lead was 26. And it was 70-66 with 22 seconds to go in the third. The Knicks got, Riley's Knicks only got 11 more points the rest of the game. They were outscored 33-11 down the straight. But opening night at the New Garden, Joe Frazier versus Buster Mathis and Nino Benevito versus Bevenuti versus Emil Griffith. Wow. That's a doubleheader. All right, football for you tomorrow. Turkey Bowl. 2 classic turkeys of a team. The 2008 Detroit Lions take on the 2016 or 17, whatever year the Browns didn't win. That's the game for you tomorrow. I'll be using Pro Strategy Football for that. Noon Eastern kickoff for that to see which is the biggest turkey. And I think that's going to be it for me this week because my birthday's on Wednesday, my mom's coming Friday, and there's some sort of holiday on Thursday if you live on the American side of the border. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you tomorrow for some football. Have yourself a great night, everybody.